Hi, my name is Carrie. You might know me as K Warning or from my shop 8-Bit Stitch. Today I want to talk to you about specialty threads, mainly sparkly thread, but I also do want to touch on some glow in the dark. I mainly want to talk to you about which brands I prefer and recommend. This video, completely not sponsored by anybody, this is just all my personal opinion. So there are 3 different types of sparkly thread that I have used in the past. One, of course, being DMC. This was the first type of metallic thread that I had ever used. It does come in a skein like DMC's regular threads. I did wind mine on a bobbin. It comes like any other DMC skein where you separate out each thread. And I just want to say this is my least favorite metallic thread to work with. The strands fray super easily, and it also has a very hard time keeping tension. So as you're stitching, one side will be kind of looser than the other usually. I also don't really enjoy the sparkle on this. It's not as exciting as other sparkly thread I've used. The next brand of sparkly thread that I use in my pieces is Silk Lane brand. So this thread is actually sparkly and glow in the dark. However, I really use it for its sparkly detail. I have used this in a couple of my Christmas pieces for the snow. What I like about this is it's a mix of regular fibered thread and metallic. It does also come like DMC and needs to be separated out. I usually will separate out one piece of the metallic and one piece of the regular fiber. I'll sandwich those together, fold it in half, create 2 of the regular fibers and 2 of the sparkly fibers. So you have 4 strands all together when stitching on, say, 14 count. And I found that that gives really good coverage for the Christmas pieces that I've done. This thread is easier to work with than DMC. However, it does have very similar problems to DMC. It doesn't really have the fraying problem as much. However, it really does have the tension problem. So I do find that as I'm stitching with this, one side will be looser than the other, and I kind of have to readjust my thread to make sure I'm getting tight stitches. Overall, not as annoying to work with as DMC. And the sparkle is pretty great on this also. And the next sparkly thread I work with, Kreinik thread. So this is by far my favorite metallic thread to work with. It comes on a spool and there is no need to separate the thread. It comes in a 1-strand form. You can just cut what you need and you're ready to go. I do find that this thread will fray, so my advice is to cut short strands and keep a short tail. The tail of this thread does tend to fray more than any other part of the strand. So as long as you keep your tail short, you won't really lose much of the thread. I use fine number 14 for 14 count and 18 count. I have used fine number 8 before. However, I do find that it's a little thick even for 14 count and a little more unruly to work with. If you also keep your thread short, you won't deal with as many knots, which is kind of common with this thread. But again, number 1 tip, actually keep your strand pretty short. But look at this sparkle, guys. By far one of the prettiest metallic threads I have used. I've got tons of colors of this. As you can tell by this box, I am a big fan. So yeah, can't recommend this enough. It is a little more pricey than the other threads that I have shown today. However, it is totally worth the investment, and 1 spool of this actually does go quite a long way. So I will be stitching all of these up together, showing a shine test and a glow test to show you also what I think looks best in a finished project. Okay, so just to prove in this video before I pull out another thread, DMC is absolutely terrible. It's already shredded apart and uneven. I hate it so much. I will never use it again unless I have to use it in a video again because I absolutely hate it. So that kind of leads into the 2 different glow-in-the-dark threads that I've used. Again, the Silk Lane brand is technically a glow-in-the-dark thread. However, I don't really use it for its glow-in-the-dark purposes. However, I guess I could stitch it up and show a glow test for that, just so we have a reference. So the 2 glow-in-the-dark threads that I use are DMC and Kreinik. DMC, again, like any DMC thread, comes in a spool that needs to be separated. It does have a good glow to it. However, my biggest complaint with DMC glow-in-the-dark thread is that it stretches. So that doesn't really seem like it would be a huge problem, but it creates a really big tension problem, and I found it very annoying to work with. Another downside to DMC over Kreinik is that, as far as my knowledge, I think this is the only color that's offered. I could be wrong now. I maybe should do my research and see if there's more at this point, but when I bought this thread, there was only one option. It was the white glow-in-the-dark that glows green. With Kreinik, there are 5 colors. The white and the green glow green. The yellow, pink, and orange actually glow yellow, pink, and orange. So you can create a really cool piece with multiple glow-in-the-dark colors. It did also come in blue and purple. However, these colors have been discontinued. I was super lucky to find a purple at a local needle shop. The purple actually glows green as well, but the blue glows blue. So I found out about the blue being discontinued when I was actually working a lot with Kreinik glow-in-the-dark threads. So I might have hoarded a little. I have quite a few blue glow-in-the-darks. I actually put these in kits to give away quite often so that it's nice and special for the person I'm gifting to, and hopefully I will never run out. It's going to be a sad, sad day when I run out. So again, I'm going to be stitching all of these up into little tests and showing you how they glow. And we're just going to charge up these glow-in-the-dark threads for, we'll say, like 20 minutes. There you go, guys. Let me know what your favorites were between the metallic threads and the glow-in-the-darks. Which ones did you think shined the best? Which ones did you think glowed the best? If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, happy stitching. What do you like best? Metallic? Birds. I like birds best. Okay. Oh, thank you.